morning, afternoon, evening, greeting, whatever. I don't even know when you're watching this. I don't even know when I'm uploading this. I am knackered. I'm knackered. I've taken 2 tons of stuff out of the garden, replaced it with, I brought a different 2 ton in, better stuff. I'll show you pictures when it's finished. I'm absolutely knackered. But thought I'd share you. Have you seen? They have openings, don't they? Box opening videos, a bit like that. But I know what this is going to be. I thought you'd be interested, so we'll have a go. It is what I thought it was going to be. Look. One kit. And the other one. Because they were doing 2 for 30 quid. So I thought, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? So try them on? I try them on. Ta-da! I like this. This is one of the best kits they've ever made. I've got to say, look. Hold on, pull it in. There you go. Fine figure of a man. Look at that. I'll tell you what. I really like that. Did they do? No. I don't know why I looked. I didn't order a name on a pack. I just sort of looked in a hope. Right, look at me somewhere. Anyway, I thought. I don't know why I thought they'd put a name on a pack. I like that one. I've not tried the other one on yet, but I think I prefer this one. Let's try the other one on. There you go. That's all right. I like that. Where's my glasses? I like it. I like that. It's not bad at all. It feels rubbery because it's rubber. No name again. Wouldn't have minded a bonus name, to be fair. I'll take it off. Do you know what? I'll keep it there because I know that'll annoy some of you when I'm speaking. I haven't got any special deal or anything. The club are doing 2 for 30 quid. I feel a bit sorry for the next kit coming out. Do you know what I mean? That's it's not great for the club. It's not great for I had to double check Umbro. Clearly, I'm not getting the Umbro sponsorship. Can't remember what they're called. So football is back very, very soon. 2-3 weeks, something like that. Just enough time to get the team together, get everybody organised, and quite possibly, I don't know, it's Gio that told me this, our first game may well be on a Friday night. I don't really care. I don't mind when it is, really. Looking forward to it. I've not bothered with the German football, as you know. I'm not sure how much of the Premier League stuff I'll watch. I think I will probably watch the first game, if I'm in, whatever that is. Just, it'd be nice. Be nice to do that. Be nice to do something different. Obviously, been watching all the West Ham stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know we're in a bit of a relegation, you know, whatever is. We're in a bit of a relegation battle, but I don't mind. It makes it more interesting, really. I think. No, I was going to say I'd rather than it be mid-table. Maybe I wouldn't. No, actually, no. I definitely would rather be in mid-table, but I'll take it because it's extra excitement anyway. And I think excitement is going to be a premium, really, bearing in mind there's no fans in there or anything like that. That being said, as I said, I've not watched the German football, so I don't know how that's gone. But, oh, there we go. Back it goes again. But the composition of David Moyes' team. And here's something interesting. Because I'd read a story during the day today that Jack Wilshere was back in training, which I knew anyway, and he was looking quite good apparently. And then I popped up on Claret and Hugh, and they'd written an article about how Jack Wilshere owes us big time, which of course he does. Not going to argue with that. But it's easy to dismiss Jack. He's sort of almost become a bit of a self-parody, if you know what I mean. He's become a bit of a caricature of himself in many respects. But it's easy to dismiss the whole Jack Wilshere thing and all the rest of it. But he's a very, very fine footballer. Excellent footballer, Jack. So, and one of the best. You would think an on-form Jack Wilshere has the capacity to be our best player, has the capacity to win man of the match for West Ham United. So with that in mind, would David Moyes select him? Well, I had something in the back of my mind. I thought, seem to remember David Moyes talking about Jack Wilshere the first time around, and I was right. Done a little Google, and I found some quotes attributed to David Moyes, which I remember him saying at the time. So this is the website's called Piz Soccer. It's not that. It's not. It's my eyes. It's PLZ Soccer. I thought it was PIZ, so I thought it was Piz Soccer. It's not. That's disgusting. It's PLZ Soccer. Soccer. That's what it is. Okay? And it's got the David Moyes comments from the 12th of December. Obviously not the last one, the one before. It says, West Ham boss David Moyes, because he used to manage us before, you see. We got him back. We got rid of him because he was no good, and we got him back. West Ham boss David Moyes will consider offering Jack Wilshere a route out of Arsenal in January. Midfielder Wilshere has been largely limited to Europa League appearances, and the occasional substitute role in the Premier League for the Gunners this season. However, the 25-year-old is in line to start against West Ham on Wednesday night due to an injury to Aaron Ramsey. He went as well. They ain't got him anymore. Did all right himself, didn't he, really? Anyway, it basically goes on with David Moyes saying how he likes Jack Wilshere. He likes the player. How could you not like Jack Wilshere? He says he's an England international, which of course he was. He played in central midfield under Roy Hodgson, didn't he? So, I then look at it and think, you know what? I wonder if he features. And I think, if he's fit from now until the end of the season, which is probably about 2 weeks because they could try and cram it in altogether, I think he plays. He features. I think Moyes does like him. I think he likes that sort of player. And I look at, he likes Mikel Arteta, he likes Pienaar. Now I know Pienaar was wide a lot of the time, but he does like a technical player. And what he really likes his technical players to do, David Moyes, is to put the foot in. To put their boot in, to make a tackle. He was a great fan of Paul Scholes. I remember him going absolutely mental about Paul Scholes and how good he was and how Paul Scholes and Xavi were the two best players he'd seen. And, maybe not your archetypal, your stereotypical, should we say, your stereotypical David Moyes 6'5" players winning everything in the air and all the rest of it, are they? They're tricksy players. Give and go, pass and move. All that stuff. Low centre of gravity. That's what I was looking for. So, clearly he has an appreciation for that type of player. So I wonder if he gets him. Of course, the question is with Jack, can he remain fit? Because we've not seen the best of him, goes without saying. But I think if you can get 5 games in a row out of him, or even just say 5 games without his fitness, without him basically breaking down, then I think you've got a good player there. A very, very good player. And I think he gets into the team, and I think he possibly stays in the team. And when I say stays in the team, that has a slight disclaimer next to it, because I think I've not seen the scheduling as yet, because that's a separate video looking at football getting back on track and how many games that they're gonna try and squeeze into a week. But let's just assume that it's 2 or 3 games in a week. If they do that, then I don't expect Jack Wilshere to play every single game back to back. It's happening again, isn't it? With that in mind, I still think he plays 2, misses 1, plays another one, something like that, because I think he's good enough, and I think Moyes rates him. Yarmolenko, I think Yarmolenko's possibly got a role to play. As we know, if you watched Gio's video earlier today, then you will know that, or yesterday, thinking forward, Antonio's not back yet. And the longer Antonio doesn't come back, the more of an issue it is. Now, you'd imagine that Bowen has got that right side all to himself, really. And it was really Antonio was operating more centrally. So we're still going to need someone else to play on that right side. He often likes to play Snodgrass there as well, doesn't he? So Yarmolenko is a more difficult one to fathom. But I certainly think he's going to have his place in the squad. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can go the rest of the season without breaking down. Because then he has an opportunity to prove himself to Moyes. It's a funny one. I keep on, now they've announced the football, you speak to some people and some people make you worry about relegation. And then you find other stories and you get a little bit more confident. And when I think about the composition of the squad, I start thinking of it a little bit cup half full, really. I don't sort of anticipate players getting injured, so I imagine having that squad of Wilshere and Yarmolenko and Souček and all the players and Antonio coming back and all the rest of it. I imagine us with a full strength squad from now until the end of the season. Of course, it's not going to happen. If it does happen, I think we're all right. I think we've got enough. We've got some really good players. Really, and Antonio's a really, really good player. You know, two centre halves are very good. I know Bonner's not back in a moment, but very good centre halves. Got a brilliant goalkeeper. If Wilshere's there, and he decides to move Fornals off the wing, you got Wilshere, you got Souček, really good players. You got Fornals playing in the middle, Declan Rice, who's man of the match almost every game. Mark Noble, their captain, fantastic. These are really, really good players. And I think there's a midfield. I think you can find three from the midfield. Maybe he plays Anderson as a number 10. He's played 2 games. David Moyes, Anderson as a number 10. He played well, and I thought he played really well then. Yes, there's a couple missing. Yes, Lanzini might not be coming back, and it would be great if he did, because I'm not going to suddenly say, oh, it's great for Wilshere to be back, but then say, it wouldn't be great for Lanzini to be back. I'd love to see the old Lanzini. Again, it's like I say about Wilshere. The old Lanzini has the capacity to be our best player. He was our best player, our most creative player. But wanting him back and thinking we won't miss him are 2 different things. And I do think if everybody else is fit, much as I would like him back, I think we can operate without really missing Lanzini. I think we can still win games. I just wonder if the dark cloud of relegation has dissipated and gone away and replaced with a dark cloud of a virus instead. Happy days. Whatever. I don't know. I hope, and I like. There was a lot wrong. There was a lot wrong in terms of, as I say, the cloud of relegation. Also, there were players that weren't fit. When we had Souček, where Bowen came in, they gave us a little bounce. But now we've got some players back. Plus, we've got the more characters on the training ground. We've got the coaches, Kevin Nolan's there, and all the other new coaches. I think there might be a different vibe. Yeah, all right, a little bit melancholy to start with because of, it's going to be a weird thing, isn't it, going into training, having a swab in the mouth and popping off into the tent and doing your business and, well, not that, obviously, but, having a test and waiting around and taking your kit home to wash it. They don't need to take their kit home to wash it, to be fair. They can just buy new ones. 2 for £30. I'll tell you what, though, it might well get confusing because they won't supply them with names on the back.